So, guys, remember when I made a post sometime this week when I was talking about how important it is for you to know the details of your visa? So, basically, if you're on let's say a visitor's visa, right, and you get to the point of entry, the immigration officer, most times they are psychologists and they want to psych you up to know what your response will be. They could say to you, oh, so you're here for work, how long are you going to work for? And then you say, well, if I see work, I will work. Now straight to Moretara Mohammed though, you should stick to the details of your visa, meaning if you are here or any country to work, then you say, yes, this is what I'm doing, I've come to work, and you know the details of your work on your work permit. However, if you are there to study, obviously students are meant to study for 20 hours a week in UK. You should talk about your studies more than anything work. Make you not begin to talk work so that it won't look as if you came to work. But if you are there as a visitor, don't even say anything about work. If they say to you, oh, so you are here to work. No, I'm not here to work. I came here on a holiday. You stick to the details of your visa. You are a visitor or you're a tourist or something, you stick to that. Don't start saying anything about work, because if you say anything about work, now straight to Moretara Mohammed, they give you 3 questions, right? Trick questions. So in other words, they're trying to trick you to know what your response will be. And the next question will be based on what you answer. So don't forget that. And I find the need to talk about the details of your visa because some people will not even know the details of their visa. Especially those people that the agent do everything for. So that is their disadvantage. Because when you are applying for a visa on your own, you did everything on your own, you know everything that concerns that visa. But most of these people that go to agents that just pay money, agents will run around, do this, do that. They don't even know anything about their visa. They don't even know anything about the details, what they are meant to do, what they are not meant to do when they get to that country. So it's very important that you go and find out what you are meant to do, the jobs you can do or job you are not allowed to do, if you're even allowed to work in the first place. Don't allow an agent to give you a visiting visa and he tells you, oh, you can work with it for a period of time. There is no such thing. Because if they give you a wrong information and you run with it, come to the point of entry and they're asking you questions about work, even though that you're a visitor or you're a tourist, and you start talking about, yes, you can work for a period of time, they now know that, hey, you are here for work, you are not here to be a tourist. They will deny you at the point of entry and they will send you right back home. So be guided and make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. Once they give you your visa, even if it's the agent that did it for you, you make sure that you find out all the information that you need to know about your visa. Because some people are too lazy to go and start finding out things. A lot of people just allow agents to do everything for them. They don't want to make any inquiry. They don't want to do anything. But at that point of entry is another interview. It is just another interview, depending on the type of immigration officer that you meet. You could meet someone that is just ready to start asking questions, and they can ask you lots of questions, and they have the right to deny you entry. Watch this video and hear what this lady, I think she's an immigrant to Canada, hear what she has to say about the same thing. So don't be caught off guard. Make sure that you stick to the details of your visa. If you are there for visiting, or any question they ask you about work, you are not working. Even if you want to work, make you no talk am. Sometimes it can come out of your mouth, and the way they can come out of your mouth is they are always polite. They will smile at hello, hi, and all that kind of stuff, just to make you to relax with them. They're not your friend. They are there to psych you and to make sure that you are there for exactly what you came for. So you stick to the details of your visa and you make sure that you are not caught off guard. Watch.
Remember when you were applying to that visa that you are using to travel to come to Canada? Whatever visa it is, visitor visa, which is also known as a tourist visa, study permits, or even work permits. When you arrive at the Canadian port of entry, immigration would definitely ask you, why are you coming to Canada? And what is your answer? Your answer is whatever you applied for. So if you applied for a visiting visa, you are coming to visit. Like, we don't need to say this, but I think you need to say it. if you apply for study permit, you're coming to do what? Study. And if you have like a work permit, what is your answer? You are coming to work because that's what you applied for and that's why you're here. They might ask you trick questions. So, for example, you come on a visitor visa and they are saying, oh, what if during your visit you find a job that's willing to take you? Are you going to accept the job? What's your answer? The answer is no. If you say yes, well, I don't need to say more.